Hello, hello, Globies, and welcome to another episode of Glorious Life on Wheels. A couple weeks ago, in the parking lot of McDonald's, not very much unlike this one, but in Quartzsite, Arizona, I encountered a situation, and I didn't know what to do. One option would have involved me invading someone's privacy and possibly putting myself in danger. Another option was for me to call the sheriff and maybe unnecessarily cause someone stress. I ultimately decided on a third option. I'd like it if you, after watching this video, would in the comments let me know, do you agree with the decision I made, or would you make another one? Come on, let's go have a seat and chat about this, and let me know what you think. All right, so let me finish with the story. So as I said a moment ago, I was in the parking lot, or driving through actually the parking lot of the McDonald's in Quartzsite. And in the back of the parking lot, I noticed a van that had a scooter in the back of it. Now, this looked very much like a van that someone owned and was living in who attended my gathering, my meetup in Quartzsite. For a little bit of background on this person, this individual has severe rheumatoid arthritis, so much so that her hands are all bent in, and it's difficult for her to do things, including she has some mobility issues. So when I saw the van parked there, I thought, that's kind of odd, because she wasn't in the McDonald's, and it was really late at night, like 10 o'clock at night. And the last time I had seen her, she was on BLM land camping. So I thought, that's odd that she's parked there. But again, it was 10 o'clock at night. I wasn't really sure it was her van. It just looked like it might be. I couldn't remember the color of her scooter, so I didn't know if that was her scooter. And there are many other people in Quartzsite that have scooters on the back of their vehicles. So I left, but the next day I did call and I didn't get an answer. Well, that's not unusual, because I've called her before and, she didn't answer right away, or, was busy. So I went on about my business. I had meetings with some folks and did what I had come back to town to do. And on my way out, I again swung by McDonald's. You're probably thinking, boy, you go to McDonald's a lot. But I swung by there to get a sweet tea, and lo and behold, that van was still in the back parking lot. Now, it was late at night, maybe 9 o'clock. It was dark. I was thinking, oh my gosh, what if it is her van? What if she's in there? What if she's in distress and she needs help? So I was thinking, well, maybe I should call the sheriff. But then I thought, what if it's not her van? I'd have someone go over and knock on the door and be unnecessarily, not rousted, but interrupted by sheriffs, and that could be distressing. And then I thought, well, I guess I could go over there and knock on it. But again, it's late at night. I'm knocking on someone's door. I don't know it's hers. What if it's someone else's? Here's a stranger banging on your door. I don't know what I would have encountered. Plus, in the past, I had a situation where I experienced a similar situation where I knocked on someone's van and they didn't answer, so I started pounding on it. Well, didn't turn out well for me, because they started screaming and yelling all kinds of things, obscenities. Why are you banging on it? It just went south real quick, and I promised myself I would never do that again. I'll just stay in my lane. But this time, I just didn't know what to do. I didn't want to invade her privacy if it was her. Didn't want to interrupt someone and put myself in danger if it wasn't her. Anyhow, I know I'm going on and on. So I left. I drove, and my destination was about 4 hours away, but the next morning, I couldn't rest for thinking that it might be this individual who was older than me, who might be in there needing help. So I went through my mind all the people I knew in Quartzsite, trying to figure out someone who knew her. And I knew dozens of people who were camping in Quartzsite, but I didn't know anyone who was boondocking or camping who knew her, and I didn't want to send a stranger over. And then I thought about people who lived in Quartzsite, who I knew several, and then I remembered someone who lived in Quartzsite who also knew her. So I called them and I explained the situation, and I explained that I just didn't want to invade her privacy and go knocking on the door late at night if it wasn't her, but I was concerned that it might be. And I asked them if they would just drive by and check and see if it was her and check on her. And they responded, well, I haven't talked to her in ages. I haven't really been in contact with her in a very long time. And I'm not in Quartzsite right now. I'm out of town. I'm in Parker. So my heart sunk and I thought, oh my. And then they did respond and said, but when I get back to Quartzsite, I'm willing to drive by and check and see if that's her. So my mind was relieved. And as it turns out, I found out through other sources that when they went over there, that the van was gone. So I was relieved because if the van's gone, that means she or whoever it was able to leave. I have since texted back and forth with her. In fact, did so today. And she, was under the weather and did decide to stay there for a bit and kind of regroup. But my question to you is, what do you do in circumstances like that? When does concern cross the line and become a nuisance? And, what do you do? I don't know that there is a right or a wrong answer, but I was really just baffled and didn't know what to do. I was very concerned, didn't want to invade someone's privacy. I guess the question I would ask is, when is it okay, out of concern, to invade someone's privacy? And how do you do it appropriately? So let me know in the comments again. Do you think I did the right thing? Should I have acted sooner? Should I have banged on the door? Should I have sent the sheriffs over? What would you have done? And what do you think about what I did? All right. Well, just another episode of me sharing some of my experiences in van life with you. Oh, I have some exciting things that are going to happen tonight. Lisa from Outdoor Travels is coming into town. Lava Lindy is driving down, and the three of us, I'm calling us two old hens, me and Lava Lindy, and a young'un, that would be Lisa, are going to get together and we are going to have some fun. We're going to go to a gathering and I'm going to take you along. So stay tuned, keep watching, because some fun times with us two old hens and a young'un is coming up. All right, see you later. Bye-bye.